Welcome back. In this lecture, we will be covering get and the post method in PHP. So, before starting get and post method, let's see our website. So, it's looking better now, but we have to add one section, this shop section here. So, for adding shop section, I'm in index.html. Now, I will be adding shop section here. I'm adding comment here for the shop section. First of all, I will be adding the main div here and giving this class as container fluid. So we have discussed about this container fluid class in the previous lecture. Now I will be adding another class here, text align, which will align text towards center, as we have given this class in style.css. Now I will be giving this id as shop and padding. For padding, I have to add styles here and then give it padding. I'm giving padding 100 pixels from each side. I'm saving it. So whenever we are clicking on this shop, we will be diverted to this shop section. Now I will be adding header 2 for the title of the section. I'm giving this our collection and styling it as we have done in previous sections, like font weight bold. We are done with our this title section. I will be adding br tag for some space here, and then I will be adding a div class as a row. Go to the working folder, like where we have created this index.html and register.html, and we have added the images. So I will be going to desktop, and this is my shoe fly folder here. So first of all, I will be adding these images. These are the images I have downloaded. So I will be using these images in the shop section with their price and the tagline. So I'm selecting all these, and I'm pasting inside this shoefly folder, and in the images folder I'm pasting it here. Now this whole shoefly folder is the working folder, so I have to copy this folder and go to local disk C, where you have installed your XAMPP folder, and go to local disk C where you have installed the XAMPP. I'm going here, and you can see in the last there is a XAMPP server. I'm opening this, and inside this you have to go to htdocs folder. You can see here, this is htdocs, and paste it here. So you see here, first of all I copy this my shoefly folder. I copy this my shoefly folder, this one, from the desktop, and you have to copy the folder where you have created this working folder and paste it inside this PC and local disk C, and then the XAMPP, and then the htdocs, and paste it here. Because we are working on a PHP, therefore I have to add this folder inside this htdocs and the XAMPP server. Like previously we were running this folder from the desktop. Now I will be adding its URL here in the Google, like local host, and then the folder name. So I have pasted here inside this htdocs the folder name you have added. I have pasted it here, shoefly. So I will be adding localhost shoefly, and inside this there is index.html, the main file we have created. So that was the reason I was telling you to add the main file name is index.html. Slash index.html. This is giving me the suggestion because I have already worked on this HTML, and click on this. So you see here localhost shoefly index.html. Now you can work accordingly. It's up to you how you can work. Now I will be adding shoe section here. So for this I have to go Sublime, I have to make this center. So sorry, I was adding this center property here on this div. I have to add this center, text align center on this title of the session. So I will be removing this one, center from here, and will be adding text align center here, so that our collection, this title of the session, will be in the center. I'm saving it, and let's see the changes here. Refresh it. So you can see here this is our collection here. Now I will be adding image here, but before adding image I have to add a div here. And give it a class called sm4, as we have added these classes in this about section here. You can see like this one. I have to add image of the shoes here. In the src I have to add these images which are in XAMPP htdocs, and in this shoe minus fly folder. First of all I am adding this shoe one, which is .jpg file, but it is inside this images folder. So images shoe one.jpg, and save it. Let's see the changes here. So you see here, now I will be adding h4 price, and I want to make this like $99. I'm saving this. So you see here it's looking good, but I have to add some properties here so that it will look like better. I will be adding a span here, and inside this span I will be adding this one, the price. Span is used to add some properties on particular area. For example, I have to add some properties on this $99. I don't want to add these properties on this price. So I will be enclosing this $99 inside this span, and we'll be adding some properties. Like here I can add class, here I can add style. Here it's up to me which thing I am adding here. So I am giving this class, and I will be making a class here named as shoe color, and making font size 30 pixels, and color red, font weight bold. I want to look like this. This $99 must be a bigger than this price, and must be a bold and in a red color. So I will be adding class here named as shoe, which was the name shoe color. I'm saving it, and let's see. So you see here, this is the beauty of span. We can make this like glass center, so that this all the content inside this H4 means this $99 and this price text must be in a center. I'm saving it. So this is in center, but this image is not fully centered, or you can say not fixed. So I will be adding some properties on this image. Class shoe image. So this is my class name. I will be adding this class here. Dot shoe image, and width 200 pixels, height 300 pixels, and the last one object fit. So this is the property which is used for object fitting. For example, we have image and we want to see it, how it will look like, how it will fit in a frame. So we will be using this object fit property. I'm using it contain here. So you can make your object to a cover, but it will be like extra size, as we have used background image here in our home section. Now we will be using object fit as contain, means it must be fit inside its containing. I'm saving it. For example, this is like of call sm4, it must be fit inside this call sm4 in this contain. And now we are done with this image and the price section. Now I will be adding a text field here with the name, and another text field with the shipping address. So for that I will be creating a form here, and inside this form I will be creating an input field. Type as text and name as name, placeholder as name, and then I will be adding beer tag here and another input. This is also type text, and name is address, and the placeholder is shipping address. So I'm saving it, and let's see the changes here. They both are in the center, and I will be adding another break here for more space. So it's looking better now. I will also be giving them IDs. I'm giving this name and giving this input ID as address. We are giving them IDs so that they can be accessible easily. Actually, we are accessing them in this get and the post method. In the last, I will be adding beer tag here and a button here named as Mumbai. So let's see here. I need another break here and I will be assigning this by button class as button. We have used this class, so it's looking better. I want this button not to be like this blue color. I want its background color to be red, so I will be adding style here and background color red. I'm saving it, so it's looking better now. It's looking better. Now I will be adding PHP code here. So I will be adding action here. Action is used when we are like submitting a form or adding some functionality. So what it will do? So I'm adding that whenever a submit button is clicked, it will direct to insert.php. So this is the file I will be creating here. New file, saving it here in the same folder. Remember to add these things in this htdocs and your working folder. Our working folder is this ufly, so I'm naming it is insert.php. Just for now I'm adding HTML tag here only and I've saved it. Now you can see whenever we are performing any action on this form, inside this form elements, this action must be applied on insert.php. I'm also adding method, so you have to add method here. It's up to you, you are using post or get method. I'm using post method here. You can use get, they both work very well in PHP, so I'm using post method here. And I will be adding this button type is submit. I'm saving it and I will be copying this, not this, this whole div, and pasting it here. So I have pasted it. Now we have 6 sections. 1 2 3 4 5 6. I will be just changing their price and the image name here. I'm giving this 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So this is class must be the same, and this class will also be same. I'm changing their price here. I'm making them randomly, so don't worry about that. I think it's good to go. I'm saving this and we'll be refreshing here. So you see here, this is the shop section and it's looking better. So if we click on this shop section, we will be diverted to this section. So let's reduce some padding from top, like making this padding as 50 pixels. So let's see here. If I'm clicking on this show button, now it's good here. Actually these buttons are visible and it's looking better now. So this is the shop section here. Now I will be adding some PHP code here. So this is the basic syntax of PHP. Inside this you can use or add any PHP code here. So first of all, I will be getting these elements like this input, the name, and then the address. So for getting this, I will be using a variable here. First of all, for adding variable, use $sign and then the variable name, means name. $name means this is the variable. Dollar identify that this is the variable. Now I will be using $_ post, and then inside this post I will be adding the ID of the tag. This one, its ID is name, and you can see here the method is post. So therefore we are adding $post here. If we were using get method, first of all we have to add here method is equal to get, and then $variable name is equal to $_ then get here. Inside this I will be giving the ID name, means the name, and the second variable is address is equal to $post, and then ID is address here. Copying this and pasting it here. So we have stored 2 items or 2 inputs data inside this variable, inside a new file or inside a new .php file. So we can access them here now. These both were in a different file and we can't access them. So for accessing we have used this post method here. So in this lecture we have covered get and the post method. In the upcoming lecture we will be connecting the database.